Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us and welcome to another edition of Transformer Facts Friday. This is the second weekly roundup show that I like to do on this channel, which again gives me the perfect opportunity to keep you guys updated with things that I found going on in the world of Transformers. I'll let you know what's happening with this YouTube channel and of course my Instagram, which is toys_rus. So this is part 2 and again I've got 8 things to go through with you, and some of these again are things hopefully that you haven't seen before, and some of these are additional updates of things that we already know. So we're going to start off with one of, I suppose, ROTB's affiliate companies that I'm very, very fond of, mainly for their figures. These I think are pretty cool, but I don't own any just yet. This is ehobbys special, and this is their words, not mine. This is the super deformed Wave 4 collector's cards. So what we've got here, you can see, we've got Drift and Deadlock, and they are exactly what they're saying they are. They are super deformed versions of them. So these are collector's cards, which are foil as well. So they're nice and reflective by the looks of it. And as I've said, this is Wave 4. So this is something that they've been doing for quite some time now. And it's quite interesting because they do take some really popular characters and then some ones which you perhaps think, well, why have they picked them? And there again, the next ones is Grand Scourge and Lockdown. I presume obviously Grand Scourge is picked purely because of how relevant it is at the moment with the Velocitron figure. And there is Lockdown as well. And again, you can see that there are all the reflective foil sides there. There's all the details on the back of them. There's the individual cards as well, which again I like, but I really like the ones from G1, and you'll see why in a second. And it's not because I'm G1 biased, but I'll show you in a second. These are so cool. Look at that. You've got Crossblades and Thunderwing. And I do like these, but like the next two even more, and I'll tell you why. And it's just to do with some of the writing on it, to be honest. There's the backs of them. There's Crossblades. Brilliant. Love the look of that. And there is Thunderwing. Now, the reason why I like these next two the most, not because they're the characters, but purely because of the writing on the bottom of this. So this is Ultra Magnus and Sideswipe, obviously. But you see here, see how we've got 04, and of course Sideswipe was known as Lamba in Japan, and that was the box number that he was issued. Same as Ultra Magnus, I can't remember his Japanese name, but his box number was C69, and the C stood for Cybertrons. So I just love the fact that they've done, and they've pretty much copied and wrote out the bottom of what was on the actual original Generation 1 packaging. But anyhow, let's have a quick look at them. There's the backs of the cards. There is Lambers or Sideswipes, and there is Ultra Magnus. Looking really good. Right. This was something that has been previewed for quite some time. We've already seen a Bumblebee version of this, and we actually saw some images of the first few, which I'm just about to show you. But now we've got some images of this playset. This is the Micromachine's Optimus Prime trailer hauler, as it says, playset. And we've got some images of the little figure that is Trax. Trax is the limited edition figure there. We've got some comparisons, and we've got exactly what is in the box. So there's the packaging. Looking really good. This is just a great idea, to be honest. That's what it looks like inside according to the packaging. However, here we have some actual images of it opened up. So the turntable, literally, as I say, that what Trax is sitting on, does exactly that. It rolls over and underneath. This is all for your Micro Machines, obviously. There it is all built up. There's the play set again. So there's ramps, there's barriers, there's yeah, they're little tracks. I don't really know what to say. But there's an original G1 Optimus Prime compared to it, to give you an idea of just how big it is. It's something that I probably won't be picking up myself, but I'll be definitely interested in seeing. There, of course, is Trax. You can see who obviously took this particular picture, and I will credit them as well. That is the strip that is on the top of the trailer at the back. That is the turntable platform, which the figure goes on and it turns over. So I believe you can see there in motion. So it looks like it's going to hide the figures as well. So I suppose it's got exactly what you want it to do. It's a play set. It's got lots of features and things to play with. And there is, of course, the limited edition Trax figure that is only available with this particular set. And there, look how small it is compared to the actual Optimus Prime trailer. And last couple of images of these then. That's it all bandaged up, well, packaged up. And this is how they've stored everything. So it's all neatly away. And again, how you can store it yourself when you want to play with it afterwards. And of course, there's a sticker sheet as well to come with it. Right, moving on. So this is some Rise of the Beast toy updates. I'm going to read this out. This is taken from TFW 2005. And it's some official product descriptions belonging to Transformers Rise of the Beast weaponizers and battle changers gimmick lines. So the battle changers are 3-inch figures with classic character to weapon transformation that can be used throughout the game system. The gun can be used in the new Transformers game system to arm figures, and simple transformation in 3 to 5 steps. The Weaponizer 2-pack is a 5-inch scale figure with classic transformation, includes a 3-inch battler gun to arm characters for battle, simple 3 to 5 step transformations, and 8 points of articulation in figures. So it's interesting to note that the product design description for Battle Changer hints at a possible Transformers game. However, we don't know obviously if this is a video game. This is all just what's been found on the write-up from Attackix, can't even pronounce it. And again, it's just more figures. If you want to read this in more detail, head over to TFW 2005 and see the exact link. But again, as you know, as I've mentioned, we're going to get so many leaks of all of these things appearing because the movie was supposed to be out. I think, is it supposed to be out already? I can't remember the exact original first date. Obviously, I now know when the date is next year. So of course, we're going to start seeing figures, leaks, etc., and all things like that. This is another suspected leak. This is interesting. This is another crossover, shall we say. And this is a pretty much exact, well, it is in the alternate mode. It's an exact replica of the EOS R5 camera. And this is looking like it's going to be a crossover with Canon. This is the only image that's surfaced so far. We don't know anything more on it. The only sort of thing that I've read, again, on forums and things, is people are just maybe disappointed that, of course, they've gone with Optimus Prime. Perhaps they could have used another character. But who knows? We don't even know if it's real yet. So we're waiting for official images and confirmation on that. This was something that I previewed a few weeks ago, but it didn't come out. It didn't come out in July. It was supposed to, but it is now definitely coming out in August. This is the IDW's Transformers, the Rarities. And if you're wondering what issues are in it, you can pause it now to have a look at which issues. That's the first lot, and that's the second lot. So I suppose, and rightly so, they should do, just before they fully relinquish all rights to everything, to the Transformers franchise, they might as well release as many things as they can that they've done, because they've definitely helped the brand and they've done some amazing stories. So, couple of little things. This is just, again, just to gloss over what I put up yesterday, or this morning, yesterday now as it was. I was going to say this morning, it depends which time zone you're in. So this is, again, just a really quick gloss over of this list. Again, it has not been officially confirmed, but this person never gets it wrong. This person put the same list up with different characters this time last year, and we've seen them all. So interesting ones were, of course, the fact that there were 6 core class figures, lots of Dinobots, core class Bomb Burst, which is really interesting. So whether that's going to be sort of the same as, obviously, scale as Iguanus and that, but it does say core Energon Monster package refresh, which I'm not too sure about. Core class Grimlock's going to be interesting. Nemesis Prime, we've already mentioned, is going to be an obvious redeco, and Scar and Snarl, they will be interesting as well. Packaging refresh for Starscream, which must mean that, again, they're going to do what they do with Optimus and reissue him in the Kingdom line. Now, the ones that are interesting, and what's even more interesting is they've used his correct name again. It says Deluxe Shrapnel. Remember, they'd started to change his name to Scrapnel because for some reason that they took his, perhaps took the rights of that particular name, but it does say here, a Legacy Deluxe Shrapnel. So it looks like we are going to get the Insecticons. Prowl, there's so much discussion about this at the moment, whether it's going to be an animated, whether it's going to be in Earth mode, because obviously had 2 versions just recently. I can't give you any more information, unfortunately. I'm just giving you a quick assessment of what I think they're going to be. Please leave me your comments, and if you know more than me, let me know so everybody else can read this in the comments. Crosscut, as I said, is going to be an obvious redeco of Skids, because it's the same figure it was in Diaclone. Junkion 2 is the one that's interesting because this is going to be deluxe size. Voyager class Nemesis Leo, that's interesting, whether or not they take the mold they used for the Titans Japanese exclusive of Leo Prime or not, I'm not sure. That wasn't mainstream, that was a Takara exclusive Leo Prime under Titan's Return, so it might be getting use of that mold. Ramjet PR package refresh, so maybe this is going to be one of the cone heads. I know that there's so many people out there who want the cone heads. So who knows? And then funnily enough, we've got Voyager Junkian. So there we go. Maybe that'll be some different version to the ones that we're going to have. Obviously, we've got Retgar and Junkian in Studio Series 86. And of course, the most hotly anticipated one out of all this list is Voyager Bludgeon. All I want to mention or bring to the table on this is please, 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 not another use of Siege Megatron's mould, but with a different head. Not that they'll listen to me anyway, but that's just exactly what I don't want. That mould's been absolutely done to death. Let's have a really decent Bludgeon, because I think he deserves that at the very least. Couple of things left then. So number one of the first is, what is the story of Transformers? This is a book that is going to be released, and again I've got a bit of spiel on it. I took this from TFW 2005. It's published by Penguin Workshop, and it's aimed at younger readers, so between 8 to 12 years. It's 112 pages, and the official product description says, who HQ brings the stories behind the most beloved characters of our time. Autobots transform and roll out, drive along with some of the fiercest fighters ever in this biography of the Transformers that will have young readers ready to jump into action. So that sounds quite interesting. Last thing, and it's not really a sightings, it's just something, again, unfortunately, just for UK viewers at the moment, but that's because in US you can already just walk into Targets if they're in stock and find them. However, in the UK, we now have access to more buzzworthy figures, and there they are there. So we've got original Toy Colours Dinobot and Toy Colours Pterosaur. These are up for pre-order on Hasbro Pulse UK right now, so you don't have to go on eBay and pay extremely exorbitant prices to get them shipped from the US. They're there for you right now. Quite a short one again today, but that's quite good because we've had so much going on. It's nice to have a little bit of a little break. It's a little bit of a breather, but it's still 11.5 minutes of new figures and new news. Of course, I'll be bringing you more information if anything else happens overnight during the day, as quick as I can. I am really trying to wade through all my backlog of all these new figures that have come at exactly the same time. Sludge should be done for later on. Master Dominus, I need to have a look at Impactor, because that's just a great box set as well. I will be doing my absolute best, and as I say, I've got a real good update with a competition that's going to be available to channel members later on over the weekend as well. Again, huge thank you for all your support, guys. Take care. Thanks for watching. Like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe.